Good morning, good evening, everyone present in the class. Warm wishes to all. I hope I am audible and visible both. We started the journey of inheritance in the last class. We could able to understand very crucial points which are important for interviews also, and also as a Java developer to understand. We understood what is inheritance, how to achieve inheritance, what is a relationship, and also we understood that private members cannot participate in inheritance, constructor do not participate in inheritance. It is because of the super method call that will get executed. We also understood that multi-level inheritance is no allowed, hierarchical inheritance is allowed, but however multiple inheritance Java doesn't support. Why? It led to diamond shape problem, right? We understood about what is inherited method, what is overridden method, what is specialized method. More examples and more on that we shall understand. So basically we got one generic strong understanding on the inheritance concept. In one class we could able to understand so many things in the last class, especially. All of you agree on this? Yes, no, maybe. Hmm. All fine. Hmm. So that was about the inheritance. So today will be the discussion of part two on inheritance. Okay. Also, we will discuss the constructor execution in case of inheritance. That topic also we will try to discuss here itself. Let's start the journey. The first part which I would like to talk here, which I've been telling, is about the access specifiers or access modifiers. Access specifiers, or you can say modifiers. We need to understand that we have something called as public, we have something called as protected, then we have something called as default. Default means if you don't write anything, it is default. And we have something called as private. Okay, we have three things: public, protected, default, private. These specifiers you may have to specify to a class, to a variable, to a method, right? To a constructor. These things can be used. What happens if you use, we need to understand, especially with respect to the methods and the data members of a class. These things, I think some of the cases I have applied public to methods, right? So understand this. If you apply, if you use this access specifiers, what happens? Kindly focus here, okay? I will say here, we have public, we have protected, we have default, and we have private, okay? If you use public access specifiers to a method or to a variable, I will say, can we access within a class is the first parameter I will check. If I apply this to a method or a variable or any of the data members of a class, can I access it within a package, within a package outside class, outside class? Again, can I access outside package different class, but there is no easy relationship? Or first we will check if there is a easy relationship. Easy relationship means what relation, guys? Parental relationship. Easy relationship is there. Outside package, outside package, no easy relationship, no relationship. Same project. Now, what is package? I have not yet talked while writing. I didn't realize, but let me tell you a little bit about package. Package, the term is a hi-fi term because people want to always act cool, right? With the tags, people say, right? We from their tags hi-fi. Package is also hi-fi. Package means folder. Package means what, guys? Folder. Anyone has any issue in understanding what is folder? What is folder? No. Guys, if I hand over to you for an instance, if I hand over to you musics, songs, movies, web series in a pen drive to copy in your system, you will go to any of the drive. Understand drive is a project. D drive, E drive, F drive. Inside this, will you not create different folders first? Music, you will create one folder. Then you will create songs folder. Then you'll create movies folder. Then you'll create web series folder. Inside these folders, you will add the actual files. All of you agree on this? So whatever you have, the data you will divide into multiple folders. Yes, no, maybe. No issues. Similar to that, Java also says whenever you have a project, don't write everything. This is a default folder. Default package means default folder. Java says, please write a different packages. For an example, I'll go here. Let me create a package here. I mean, first project here. I will say here some project, name of the project, I'll give it as finisher. Okay. Okay. I'll go here, create one project. I now want to create a module. Project is ready for an instance. I'll go here. Maybe I have a plan of developing one calculator. Calculator consists of maybe common operations such as addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. All that inside one default folder only I can keep it. Java says please create multiple folders for different operations. There's an option of package, folder referring to package, package referring to folder. I am going to use folder name. It is package. Package means folder, folder means package. No need to think much about it. I will create one package that is a folder. I will give the folder name as add. Inside this, I'm going to create classes which are responsible to perform addition. I'm going to create one more folder called as sub. Okay, not the class. I'll go here, right click, new package. I'll create the package as sub. Understanding, guys? Now, inside this package, if you open in your local drive, if you go to your local drive and find out this workspace, then you will find all these classes. They'll be in different folders. They are just folders. Fine. However, the recommended way to name the folder is to do something like this. What is the domain of your company? I will say here com dot. What is the name of my company? Telesco. What is the name of the project? Project name is Core Java Learning. I will give the project name as Learning. Inside this, what exactly you're doing? Example, maybe the project name is Calci for now. I'll give it as Calci. Calci. Inside the Calci, what are you doing? Calci. I will do here dot add. No, not needed. One common main method also you can have, Aditya. Right now, I've been writing everything in single file, right? Write in the different classes. One entire project can have one common main method. You can have multiple also. Depends. Guys, here this is the naming convention of a package. Com is a domain, dot Telisco is a company name, dot Kelsey is a project name. Inside this project, add is a category which we are doing it. It is a recommended naming convention. But Funda, I hope you could able to understand, guys. Inside this folder, you can create 100 classes related to addition. Inside this folder, you can create 200 classes related to addition. There is no problem on it. Have you got a fundamental idea about package? No. For deployment, you will understand the Maven project, the structure of the Maven project, how it will happen, what is build, what is deployment. That we will understand in the Spring Boot classes. Okay. Don't have the partial here and there knowledge. You have something heard about it, then let's try to put whatever we heard in every place. That will not fit in. I will talk on that. What is build tool? Why building the project is important? What is deployment of the project? How we are going to do it? We have Jenkins tool to take care of it. What do we mean by that? Everything I will talk. All of you fine with it, especially the T. Now, dear friends, I want you to understand fundamental related to package. So usually whenever we create a classes in our project, usually it involves hundreds of classes. All of them we will keep in single folder, or we divide based on the category, and we are going to keep inside those categories, inside those folders. Yeah. That is the convention, Vijay Raju. I have told, maybe you have not listened to me, because of which I will repeat it, because focus problem is there. It is the domain name. That's a recommendation. No, I will give directly the category name, no problem. It is recommended to start the packaging name with com. Com is telesco.com. Telesco.com. Telesco.in. If it is telesco.in, in dot. Telesco is a company name. Inside this, what is the project name? Kelsey. Inside this, which type of activity you're performing? Addition. It's a recommended way. Fine. More on the package, I am going to talk. I am going to talk more on the package. But for now, package means, have you got one picture in your mind? What is package, everyone? If you have not got the picture, please let me know. So do we create classes directly in Java, or first going to create packages, and inside these packages we create it? Inside the packages we create the great. We are also going to create packages, guys. How to do that? We are, every project we are going to create the packages. Need not to worry. Okay. Every project, every code from the Spring onwards to, there is not even a single what do you say, program which we will write without creating the packages. Okay. Now please understand, if you make any of the data members public, can you access within the class everywhere? Yes, I can access, no problem. Can I access within the package, inside in the same package in different classes? Same package has 4 or 5 classes. Maybe in the second class I'm trying to access, maybe class 1 I have told public void display. That display method in different class, but that class is present inside the same folder, same package. Can I access? Yes. Outside the package, outside the folder, maybe add folder, add package has some 4 classes. Inside this, some of the members are public. Maybe in the subtract folder, subtract package, you're trying to access that. Can I do it? And there is a parent-child relationship. Yes. Outside the package, no parent-child relationship. Yes. Inside one project, finishers project, inside one project, doesn't matter inside which package the class is or method is or the data member says, wherever you have used public, that particular member can be accessed anywhere in the project, whether it is in the same class, whether it is in the different class but same package, different package only, outside the package but some child parent relationship is there, outside the package no easy relationship is there, still you can access. Public, if you make to any of the constructor or a method or a variable, can you access that? throughout the project, guys, whether it is in same package, same class, different class, is a relationship is there or not there, can we access? Are you all there? Any ambiguity, please let me know. Protected, it is like this, guys. Example, I have void display. Okay. Inside this, I'm going to use protected. You can use public also. You can use private also. Like this it is. Okay. If you don't use anything, I have written here, I don't use anything. If I have not written anything, it is considered as default. Example, guys, most often I have created the variable like this. If you don't specify anything, it is default. Apart from default, if you want to make it private, you have to use private. If you want to make protected, you have to use protected. If you want to make public, you have to use public. If you don't use anything, that is considered as default. Most of the time I have used constructors, setters, getters, which access specifiers, guys. Most of the times I have used which access specifiers. In that case, most of the time so far I have used default. That means, did I ever use anything, guys? Don't you think directly I have no, public will act like a default? Who said that? No, Ankita, that is not the case. I will say here display. Guys, I'm writing the method. Did I specify explicitly any of the access specifiers? Public, protected, private, did I specify? Then what this is considered as? What this is considered as default. It is considered as default. Is that clear to everyone? All of you? Now, if you make protected to any of the data members within the class, you can access. Within the package, but different class, you can access. Within the outside the package, different package, but parent-child relationship is there, you can access. Outside the package, no relationship, no parent-child relationship, you cannot access. When you don't use anything, which is a default, same class you can access. Outside the class, but same package, you can access. Outside the package, easy relationship is there, no easy relationship. That means if you don't use any of the access specifiers, same package, whether it is the same class or in a different class, you can access that member. But outside the package, in a different package, in a different folder of a same project, you cannot access it. Fine. So that is fun. Private, same class, no problem. Private members of a class, outside the class, can you access directly, guys? Outside the class, can you access? Forget about direct, indirect. Outside the class, can you access that member? No. Whether it is the same package or not, outside the class only it is not accessible. Outside the package, how it can be accessible? Now, guys, tell me one thing here. From private to public, the visibility and accessibility, is it increasing or is it decreasing? Accessibility and visibility, is it increasing or decreasing? I'm talking private to public. Private to public. It is increasing. If you have to talk public to private, decreasing. So which access specifier has highest visibility in the entire project? If you make it public, wherein you can access in the entire project? Public. So only, see, we are working as a team, right? At the end of the day, it is the same package. Most of the methods, constructor, they are public, so that anyone in the entire project, they can call that method. I said you that setters has to be public. Methods and constructor will be public usually. But now have you understood why people go with public? Everyone present in the class? And I'm going to use others also going forward, so you need not to worry on that. Can I go ahead, guys? If you all may permit me. Yep. Let's understand one topic here again, which is What is the relationship for default specifier within the package? What type of question this is? I don't understand what you're trying to ask. Please let me know now, if not in the Q&A part. Okay. Hmm. I would, maybe I could not able to understand what you're trying to say, but you can ask. I'll allow you to talk to me. You can speak and ask what you're trying to say. Okay. Now let's understand constructor constructor execution in case of inheritance. In case of inheritance. Inheritance. Uh, constructor execution in case of inheritance. We understood this method call. I want you to tell me, guys, what is the use of this method call inside the constructor? This keyword, no, this method call calls current class default constructor 100% wrong. Kamalesh says correctly. To call current class constructors, you cannot say default constructor. Oh, you watch the entire video, yaar. What, yaar? Like a baby, I'm spoon feeding, I'm doing, and you guys are answering me this. It will call current class constructor, right? Constructor. Which constructor it will call based on, if you don't pass anything, zero parameterized constructor. If you pass one parameter, then whichever constructor is taking that one particular parameter or argument, that constructor. So basically, generally, this method will call constructor of a same class. Yes, at least this. Say yes, everyone. And please do the revision on a regular basis. If today you are not revising, don't think that at the end of the course one day you will realize, revise. If today is not happening, tomorrow also you will not revise. That's the rule. In our college days, if you remember, you, me, all of them, all the humans are in the same boat, only 90%, not 10%. Kal se pakka padenge. From tomorrow, I'll make sure that I'll study, especially after the internal exams. Once we get the bad result, what was our motivation? From tomorrow, I'll make sure that I'll study regularly. And in the second internal, I'll make it good. But that did ever happen for the 4 years of engineering? For my case, it didn't happen. I don't know about your case, pa. I don't know what category you belong to. Understanding, huh? So there is nothing called as from tomorrow or upcoming days, I will revise. If you are not revising today, I can assure you tomorrow also will not revise. Upcoming days also you will not revise. Okay, can I go and can we write some code here, dear friends, all of you? Yeah, let's understand this clearly. I will say here launch inheritance. Inheritance 6. Okay, dear friends, understand this. Okay, let's understand together. And in this example, if you have silly doubt, also please ask at the beginning only. When I explain, no, that time only you ask. Don't carry forward this burden. Or if not, in the doubt session, it has to be cleared, everyone. Okay, I'll be sitting because in 10 minutes only you guys are going there. There are no doubts. Uh, any example here? Let's go with demo. Do we have any demo anywhere? I don't think so. Hmm. Or maybe I'll go with alpha class. Just a class name, okay? Alpha is just a class name. I will say here integer type of a comma b. Okay. After which I'll say public alpha. Am I eligible to use public, guys? Like you will not mind, right? Yes, no, maybe. A equals to 10, B equals to 20. System.out.println, I will print alpha 0 parameterized constructor. Constructor, okay? Constructor, okay. Constructor. constructor. All right, dear friends, no issues. Let's go ahead and understand this. Public alpha. Any number of constructors you can have based on the requirement. So I hope that also everyone knows it. Okay, integer type of A, comma, integer type of B. I will say here this dot A equals to A. This dot B equals to B. Great. I will say system dot out dot println. I will say parameterized constructor. Parameterized constructor of alpha. Okay, great. No issues here, no, dear friends, everyone. All good. No issues. Okay. Or I will not do anything here. No printing. I'm just assigning the data. Okay. After which I will say here class beta. Okay. After which I'll say extends alpha. Extends alpha. Of course, there is no easy relationship here. Okay. Yeah, we are not displaying. Uh, guys, beta is alpha. Is there any meaning to it? Is there any meaning to it? No, there is a question. When it is zero parameterized, why to pass value? It's up to you, Aditya, what code you write here. Depends on the situation. Apart from the written statement, whatever you want, you can write here. Right now, I have decided to write this code. You write a story about your girlfriend here, not a problem. Just in case I'm telling. Guys, whenever I use the term girlfriend, boyfriend, it is not real girlfriend, boyfriend. Don't mind it. I mean to say it could be anything. Whatever you want, you can write it. Is that fine now? Every one of you? Yep. And extends alpha because most of the people here are seniors and 50% of them are working professionals. I don't know how many of you are already married. Hmm. I'll go here and create the constructor. Maybe I'll say here integer type of x and y. Please take those things on a lighter note, okay? If not, there will be a issue. I will say public beta, okay? Within this, I'm going to say maybe x equals to 10 or maybe 1, y equals to 2. I will say system dot out dot println. I will say here beta 0 param constructor. After which I'm going to write one more constructor, which is public. I will say here beta, wherein I will accept integer type of x comma integer type of y. Very crucially understand, dear friends, okay? I'll say here this dot x equals to x, this dot y equals to y, and let me just print for the control flow purpose. I will teach you Eclipse debuggers also, guys, how to do the debugging in Eclipse in multi-threading part. We'll understand multi-threading, not just with the code, we'll understand what is happening behind the scene, the locking, class level lock, method level lock, block lock, synchronization, everything by going through the debuggers behind the scene, what is happening, okay? So that you are standing out compared to others. Beta parameterized constructor. Oh, fine, guys. After this, I'll go here and say public void display. I want to display on my screen. Okay. System dot out dot println. Guys, the moment beta extends alpha, inside beta right now, do we have only A and B or only X and Y, or do we have A, B, X, Y all? How many variables are currently there in the beta right now? 2 or 4? How many instance variables are there? 4 instance variables are there. Keep this in mind. Okay. I will say here maybe value of A. I will say here A plus A. Similar to this, I'm going to create for 3 more variables. I will say here B, I will say here X, I will say here Y. All right, it's B, it's X, it's Y. Oh, done. Fine. See, I'm getting error. If I use variable A, B, see here, did I define any A and B in the beta directly? Any A and B, are you able to see? Directly I'm using it. That means what, dear friends? It is getting inherited. I will go and create the object of beta. Beta type B equals to new beta. After which B dot display. Dear friends, we say one thing. If we create object of child class, it is equivalent to creating the object of parent class. If we create object of child class is equivalent to creating the object of parent class. And this I will teach you in these two examples. Same is implemented in the concept of threading. Your class can be a thread if you just extend a predefined class called as thread. If you have understood the things here, the next two examples, multi-threading, why we have two options to create the thread, which are those options you will understand by default. So understand here very carefully. Okay. Now, see here, guys. I'll go here. I'll go to my IDE. I will write it here. Fine, dear friends. This is the code I have written. Let me go and make it. Okay, done. Are you all able to see this code on your screen? Yeah. Dear friend, this is the heap area. I will focus more on the heap area right now. First line code, it's same only, what we have done it already. It's not so much this also. Guys, you are creating the beta. If you're attending from the mobile, then it is horrible. But apart from that, it is same, I guess. If I create the object of beta on your heap area, beta object is created. Point number 1 to everyone. And to that object, address would be given. Anyone has any issue in the point number 1? Tick mark. Now, guys, while giving the memory for beta, tell me right now, beta has only XY or beta has A, B, XY? A, memory would be allocated. B, memory would be allocated. X, memory would be allocated. Y, memory would be allocated. Default value would be assigned. Since integer, so 0. If it is a string, null. If it is a double, 0.0. Right now, int is the type of data, so only 0. After which, there is a call to a constructor. 0 parameterized constructor of beta or parameterized constructor of beta? 0 parameterized constructor of beta. From here, control it, go here. Next point also tick mark to everyone so far. Because slightly if you deviate, then you will not understand. Because this is see, whenever I'm teaching concept, by keeping the future reference. In the future, I need not to put the efforts. Okay. Now, guys, till here, no problem. According to me, in the first statement of constructor, either super method is there or this method is there. If you don't specify explicitly this method, what would be present? Whether you write or you don't write, what would be present? Super method call. What is the duty of super method call? I said it will call parent class constructor. Right now, who is the parent of beta? Who is the parent of beta? Alpha. Parent class constructor, whether parameterize or 0 parameterize? 0 parameterize of parent class. From here, it will go this. All of you present in the class. Any issues to anyone? Now again, of course, here also, super is there. It will go to object class. From the object class, it will make a comeback. It will go to object class and come back. After which, my dear friends, inside A, you are assigning 10. Inside B, you are assigning 20. And on your monitor screen, alpha class 0 parameters constructor that will be printed. After printing, no more lines. Control would come back to wherever it has come from. Any more lines are there? Few more lines of this will be executed. Inside the X, you are giving 1. Inside the Y, you are giving 2. And on your screen, you are getting one print message. Beta 0 parameterized constructor. Control would come back here. And you're assigning one reference B dot display. Whatever is there inside the display, that will be executed. Guys, I am creating instance of child class constructor. Memory for parent class constructor instance variable is getting created. Point number 1. Point number 2, parent class constructor is also getting called. Correct? That is also getting executed. So in that case, can I come to a conclusion? Creating instance of child class is equivalent to creating the instance of parent class. Yes. I'll go back here. And I will run this. Right click, run as Java application. See, my dear friends, are we getting the output as per the expectation? See here, alpha class 0 param constructor, then the beta class 0 param constructor. And why this is happening? Because of super method class. Can you show with class name? What class name should I show with Aditya? What is that I should show you? What do you mean by your question? Can you show with class name? What should I show with class name? Alpha object is also, I have shown here, no? I hope you are seeing on your screen. Could you please tell me here? If you don't understand whatever I'm seeing here, you can click the red button because it is very basic thing which I have told. You can see here. Are you getting the constructor of alpha? Are you getting that, Aditya? Did I anywhere created the object of alpha here? Did I anywhere created the object of alpha? But constructor of alpha is getting created. If constructor is alpha is getting created, that means parent class object, parent class constructor is getting called. If parent class constructor is getting called, that shows if you create the instance of beta, it is equivalent to creating the instance of alpha. Is that clear to everyone present in the class? Now, also, if something you cannot convey on the chat, please write it down. From 8:30 onwards, I wait every day to ask questions. People will not even ask questions. Will ask only for 5 minutes and they will leave. Please write it down so that you can ask me. That is the power of a live class, right? You can speak to me. Now, after which, dear friends, this part is clearer, everyone. So far, so good. Let's go for the next example. 3 examples I will take, okay, guys? Next example. Example number, what is that, guys? Launch inheritance 7. Okay. Launch inheritance 7, and very crucial, I want everyone to focus here. The next 2 examples, and then we shall discuss. If you have any silly doubt also, I'm ready to answer. I'll take these classes. Since in the same project, these classes are also already there, you cannot use the same name. That's the rule. I will make the changes to alpha 1, alpha 1, alpha 1. Here I will go and say alpha 1. So beta 1, beta 1, and beta 1. But if the access specifier is alpha is private, does it still mean created the instance of beta? No. Oh, that private memory is not allocated, but anyway, all the methods of parent class will get inherited in the child. Correct? And constructor will be executed. In that case, still it is equivalent. Vasu? Question is good and valid question. But all the methods of alpha will get inherited, right? That means whatever behavior was there that got inherited in the child, those are getting executed, and constructor is also getting called. Do we need to change display method name as it is public? No. Why we have to change? Not a problem, because it is a property which is there within the class. Inside the class it is there. So one more class can also have same method names. There is no problem inside this, because that is local to that particular. Now tell me one thing. I am creating this variable local. Same int a I can create in one more method. Same goes here also, Rupan. Okay. Understand this, my dear friends, all of you present in the class. Okay now? I will go here and say beta 1 type B equals to new beta 1, and I'm going to pass parameter 10, 20. 4 total examples I will take, okay? This is the example number 2. I will say B dot display. Great. You can, yes, that is one of the constructor chaining example only. Okay. Oh, that is chaining between parent to child. Earlier I have showed chaining between two methods. Now parent to child. Okay, great. Let's understand this, guys. And I will answer all your questions, guys. Because in between the class, if I start to take no, you feel you have only one question. Like if 20 people has the question, all of them will ask her for one example. Then in the 1.5 hour of class, example in last class, we could understand so much, right? If if not, the course will go for 4 months of core Java. Most of the questions in the chat also I'm taking. And at the end of the every class, you ask me inky, ponky, donkey, silly questions, I'm ready to answer. Not a problem. Okay, now? Let's go ahead here. Can I go ahead, guys, if you all may permit me? Yes. All of you, do I have a permission? Understand this. Okay. Kindly, guys. I will go and consider heap. And this is my heap. First line, you're creating the instance on your heap area. Instance of beta is getting created. But memory for how many variables allocated, guys? A, default value 0. B, default value 0. X, default value 0. Y, default value 0. After which you are making call to a constructor. Parameterize constructor of beta or 0 parameterize? Parameterize. From here, control will go to this. Data also will travel. 10 will come and sit here. 20 will come and sit here. First line, you have not specified anything. By default, what will be present? By default, what would be present? Super method call will be present. Super method by default is present. In that, are you passing any parameter arguments? Are you passing any arguments? So it will call parent class constructor. Parent class constructor of 0 parameterized or parameterized? 0. From here, control would go to same. Inside the A, of course, it will go to parent and come back. Inside the A, you are giving 10. Inside the B, you are giving 20. And one message you are printing alpha 0 parameterized constructor. Control would come back here. Now, whatever is there in the X, you're assigning to X. That is 10 is there here and 20 is there here. Then beta parameterized constructor. Control would come back here. B is a reference variable. B dot display. Display method will be called. And you are printing A, B, X, Y. Anyone has any doubt here, my dear friends? Every one of you? Yes, no, maybe. All good. Can I execute this? I will go here, right click, run as. Whether you are calling parameterized constructor of child class or 0 parameterized constructor of the child class, by default, it is the 0 parameterized constructor of parent class which is getting executed first. In the last example, I called 0 parameterized constructor of child class. but the first constructor to get executed was zero parameterized constructor of parent class. In this example, I have invoked parameterized constructor of child class. Still, the first constructor to get executed was zero parameterized constructor of the parent class. All of you agree on this? Yes, 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 Usama. Next two examples for you. I'll go back here. I will say here, new class. What if the requirement is I want to invoke parameterized constructor of parent class, not the zero parameterized constructor of parent class? What if I have to invoke that? I will say here launch inheritance 8. I'll go here and I'm going to launch it. Dear friends, kindly focus here, all of you, with utmost focus. I will reuse the code. This is not copy paste. This is called as code reusing. I'll go here and I'll give the example as alpha 3. Here I will give it as, 2. Alpha 2. Alpha 2. Alpha 2. And alpha 2. I will say here beta 2. Beta 2. Beta 2. Guys, the requirement here is I want to invoke parameterized constructor of parent class. If you want to invoke parameterized constructor of parent class, super method you please include and pass the argument. I will pass here some arguments 4, 44. Now let's go here, dear friends. Let's go here. I will say here, create the instance of beta 2. Beta 2 type B equals to new beta 2. Beta 2. After which I'm going to specify, I will pass some arguments here, okay? I'll say here 1, 2. I will say here B dot display. Okay, let's understand this. And next example, last example, I will take mixture of this and what you say, super. Okay, dear friends, I'll go back here. I will add it from here. I will take this, reduce the size so that I can fit in. Kindly understand here, dear friends. If you have silly doubt also, please write it down on your paper. I don't mind asking me why there is a semicolon at inheritance level of classes. But ask me in the doubt session. Normal logical questions between the class you ask. Silly questions in the doubt session. This is the heap. I'm creating the instance here. On your heap area, instance will be created. I will say here A default value 0, B default value 0, X default value 0, Y default value 0. Wonderful answer. I'm calling the parameterized constructor. From here, control would go to parameterized constructor. Inside the X, 1 will commence it. Inside the Y, 2 will commence it. First line super method is there. Super method will invoke parent class constructor. So parent class of parameterized or zero parameterized? Parameterized. So from here, control would go here. Again, inside the A, 4 will commence it. Inside the B, 44 will commence it. Super method will be there. It will go to object class constructor, come back here, and then A to A. Inside A, 4 will be given. Inside the B, 44 will be given. On your screen, you'll get the message param constructor of alpha. No more lines are there. Control would come back here. After which, X 1 will be given, Y2 will be given. Then you'll get the message beta parameterized constructor. Control would go back here. You are creating the reference variable. Then display method is getting called. This will be printed. No more lines. Garbage collector will collect the referenceless object. The remaining history and geography, civics, all of you knows it, right? Every one of you present in the class. So I'll go back here. Let me run. If I just go back, right click, run. Run as the Java application. Are you all able to see, guys? See here, parameterized constructor of alpha, then the beta parameterized constructor. Everyone present in the class, all of you? Yeah. Okay. Let me understand what you have to say on this. I will take the same example. I will pass 2 comma 2. And after this line, I will create beta 2 type b2 equals to new beta 2. What is present in the object class constructor? It the code present which is responsible to return the address of an object. There is a debate for that. Some of them feels that that is not present. Some of them feels that it is present. According to me also it is not present, but however there is a debate on that. Okay, there's a detailed discussion which says because of the code in the object class constructor only your object address would be written. Most of them says this, but I don't believe in that. Okay, so only I've not told, but it's subjective. People who are using Java from long time and people who are tutors, within themselves these types of debates happens. Okay, you need not to worry on that. Okay, my understanding of that is little different. That's it. Okay, let me go back here, dear friends. Right now I'll go back to my this thing. Yes, 3 constructors will be called. You're right on this. I'll go back here. I'll go back here. Let me add this. Dear friends, I want you to understand this. This is very, very, very crucial. Okay. All of you present in the class, understand this kindly. Last example of constructor execution in case of inheritance. After this example, this method, super method, should be tick mark. You should not have any issues. Okay, heap area, very, very important area of our memory. After this is done, I will talk on the super keyword. Keyword. Okay, now understand this, guys, dear friends, all of you, kindly understand. Second, this is over. No, this stories we have already learned. I will go back to second story directly. I'm creating the object of beta memory for A 0, B integer, right? Default value 0, X is 0, Y 0. Okay. I'm invoking parameterized constructor or zero parameterized constructor, dear friends. Zero parameterized. Control it, go here. First point tick marker. Now in the first line, this method is there. First question to everyone. If this method is there, will there be super method also present? Will there be super method also present? No. So this method will call same class constructor or parent class constructor. Same class constructor. Now, dear friends, tell me one thing. Same class parameterized constructor, right, which is accepting 2 parameters. In the same class, do we have a constructor which is accepting 2 integer values? Yeah. It will go here and call this. What will pass here? 2 has been passed. 2 has been passed. First line super method is there. It will go and call the parent class parameterized constructor. Inside A, 4. Inside B, 44. Again, it will go back to parent, come back. A, 4 is given. B, 44 is given. You will get one message, parameterized constructor of alpha. That is the first message. After which control would come back here. So far, any problem, guys, to anyone? Can I move ahead? Then X you are giving to X. That means 2 you are giving here. And what are you passing here? 2 you are passing here. Then you'll get the message beta parameterized constructor on your screen. No more lines are there. Control to this constructor came from this constructor. So control will go back to here only. Here from here control came. No, it will go back to there. Then 1 you're assigning to X. 2 you're assigning to Y. And then you'll get the message beta 0 parameterized constructor. After which control will come back here. Anyone has any issues here? Leaving out object class constructor, totally how many constructors are getting executed here, guys? How many total constructors are getting executed here? 3. 2 child class, 1 parent class. 2 child class, 1 parent class. If you leave out the object class constructor, if you consider object class also, it is 4. I will go here, right click, run as Java application. Guys, as per my details, is it getting the output? Are you able to see from here? Because it is executing because of this also, leave out this. Yes, no, maybe. Everyone. See here. Then beta parameters constructor, then 0 parameters constructor. So guys, working of this method call, super method call, anyone has any issues? What is this keyword, guys? It holds the current running objects, correct? We have something called as super keyword also. This keyword is there, no? Super keyword. Guys, you have understood this keyword. There is this method call. There is super keyword, super method call. Tell me one thing, guys. This keyword will refer to currently running object, used to refer to currently running objects instance variables. It will hold the currently running object's address, and it is used to refer to currently running object's instance variable. This method call will call constructor of a same class. Correct? Constructor of a same class. Super method will call constructor of a parent class. Super keyword will refer to the parent class members. It is a keyword, no method call, keyword. Parent class members. What do you mean by that? Example, we have a parent class here. Inside the parent class, we have one variable called as I equals to 10. We have one child class, which is extending this. I equals to 100. But there is a requirement came here. I want to use I of parent class here. So what I can do is, I can say super dot I. If I use only I, system.out.println I, then it will print currently in the child class, whatever is the value of I, which is 100. But in this, I have a requirement. I want to refer to parent class member. So what I can say, system.out.println, I will say super.I. Then it will start referring to parent class member. Now guys, system.out.println is just one of the statement out of all. If you want to print something on the console, you have to use it. If not, the remaining application will work. I hope system.out.println will not be considered as the output of the program. Are you all there, guys? Right now, are you all mature enough to reach to that conclusion? I'll come to that point. Let me complete this. Before I complete any topic, don't even ask questions. If I say super keyword over, then ask. Then I will ask. Even if it is silly, I will answer. Dear friends, if I have to go here, let me go to the code. Great. Now suppose it has a grandparent. It has its own parent again. I'll give the class name as grandparent. And I have a variable called as I equals to 100. Guys, if I have to refer to the same class variable, do I need to use any specialized keyword? Maybe I want to print on the console. If I want to print on the console, if I want to print current class I value, do I need to use any variable? Aditya is right. Apart from Aditya, If I want to use parent class, if I want to use grandparent class, super dot I. Making sense? Is what you will say. This is not there. Nothing as such is there. All of that is not available. Because in the interview, they will say this. This is allowed. Since you have never heard, you will say yes. So logically correct. Parent means super, grandparent means super dot, super dot. Oh, right. Then, Gaya, all these basic questions, you have to lose your interview opportunity. It is not allowed, nothing as such. You can access only direct parent, not the great grand parents and all of that. Okay. Let's take that with 2, 3 examples. Huh. What happens if a parent class does not have zero parameters constructor and creating a child class? In that case, it will create an error. Example, good question that is. He's telling that suppose we don't have this. If we don't have this, if we have only zero parameters constructor. Okay, not here. Let me just comment this out. Suppose we don't have this here. Right, Anil Tripathi? I told anyway I'll ask questions again. But in between you guys are asking. I don't know what should I say. But anyway, guys, please ask me at the end. But I was teaching super keyword. Then suddenly I got question. I have to answer. See, flow of the class disturb or not disturb? Suddenly flow of the class is disturbed. I was telling interesting story of how to travel from Bangalore to Delhi. People ask, could you please tell me about the Chennai? In between, I'm coming back and telling the Chennai story. Acceptable, huh? Not. But since you have asked, I will tell you. Okay. Now, please see here, guys, everyone. Where is that? Guys, we have only zero parameterized constructor. We don't have parameterized constructor. Can I call this? See, I cannot call it. I'm getting error here. Compile time error. Great. Now, same goes here, Aditya. Suppose I don't have this. I don't have this. In this class, no problem. But see here, right now, I don't have anything which is super. Okay, let me just comment this out. I'm getting error here. Are you getting C here, Anil? Is the doubt clear? Okay, thank you. And also, thank you for disturbing the flow of the class. I'll go back here, create a new class, launch. I will show later, Pa. You just focus here now. 9. Half an hour every day I wait here. No one will ask me question. You'll go in 5 minutes, sir. But you'll ask in between the class that too, not that examples relevant questions. Let me go back. Any example, guys? What to take? Class parent. Interesting thing, it is not just for variable that super keyword. Please understand this and focus here, okay? All of you. Everyone. I have a class child. Okay. Great. I will say here extensive parent. Extensive parent. Wonderful. Okay. Wonderful answers. Inside this, dear friends, I will have integer type of I equals to 10. Okay. After which I'll have one display method, which is printing or which is having something, some data we have here. Okay. I'll say system.out.println. I will say here display of parent. Some code is there. Okay. Great. No problem. I'll go back here, guys. I will write here integer type of I equals to 100. Okay. After which I will have here void display. I will say here system.out.println. I will say here this is display of parent, I mean child. If you overwrite, then of course, maybe I'll go with method which is alpha. Some method I'll go with. Okay. I will say here alpha. Why I'm telling this, please understand this. Dear friends, I'll go here and say system dot. Okay. I'll go after this line. I'll say here system.out.println I. According to me, 100 will be printed or 10 will be printed. 100 or 10, what will be printed? I will say a new child object. I will say a new child dot alpha. What is printing, guys? If I just go here, right click, run. See on your screen. Alpha 100 is getting printed. Great. Now there is a situation wherein I want to print. Kindly see very carefully, everyone present in the class. I want to print the parent class. What do I say, guys? Super dot I. Understand this? Right click, run as Java application. See, are you getting it? Everyone present in the class. So using the super keyword, can I access the properties of the parent even after you have overridden? Can I access the properties of the parent even after you have overridden? Yes, no, maybe. One more interesting fact here. I will say display. Guys, if you are part of the last class, tell me one thing. Once you override the method, will you get the parent class behavior or will you get the child class behavior? See here, after this, I'm calling here. Maybe after printing, I'm calling the display method. I'm invoking the display method. If I invoke the display method here, I will call alpha. Alpha I'm calling. From here, control come here. These things will get executed. And again, you're calling display. From here, control go to display. This will be executed. So it is the overridden method, right? Child class behavior, because parent class is not there. I'll go here, child class. But the situation arises, I want to use the behavior which is there inside the parent class, not inside the child class. I want to use display method behavior which is there in the parent class. But if you have overridden it, will you get the parent class? Will you get the parent class behavior? I am getting super answers. This is giving me smile. Already people are answering. That means you have understood where I am leading to. This is where this is the level of focus I needed. If I just write it, you should understand where the discussion is going. Right click, run as. Are you getting, guys? Everyone present in the class? Yes, no, maybe. Super keyword matter close. Super keyword matter close. All of you. Any issues to anyone with respect to super keyword in Java? So super keyword is used to call the parent class. Okay. Yeah, no problem. You can ask Usama. Question, doubt sessions, you ask anything. This is one of the strange syntax for the first time we are exposing. All of you are able to see this. Did I ever come across syntax like this before? No. Guys, object creation is this. Some people call this is the object creation. Is this the object creation, guys? Is this the object creation or reference variable creation? Is it object or reference variable? A reference variable. But actual object is this. Whenever you have a task of invoking only one method or only one task you want to call, you need not to create the reference variable, and then you need not to say here, example, I will say here child C, right? I'll say here C dot display or alpha. If I have a plan of calling only one method, don't write this all drama. Instead of this, you can use anonymous object. Guys, reference variable is actually the name of the object, right? It's the name of the object at the end of the day. Anonymous means unnamed. You can just create the object, and inside this object, whatever method is there, I can just call it. If it is only once. Can I call it multiple times? Yeah, you can call it, but unnecessary multiple objects will get created. See here, guys. For this object, call this method. Like this also, you can write it. If you have a plan of invoking only one method, you have no plan of doing multiple tasks. Suppose if you have a plan of calling display method also, then again, if you go with this anonymous object approach, don't you think it is actually two objects getting created? It's actually two objects, not for the same object. Now, guys, alpha method is getting called for different object. Display method is getting called for a different object. All of you agree on this? Yes, no, maybe. So if you have a plan of accessing multiple things, going with anonymous object, is it recommended? Not recommended. Example, if you have just one task, then if you want, you can go. Still, the better approach is this. Fine, huh? Please discuss child type of C is equal to new parent or parent type of. The first option is illegal, Nikit Kumar. Opposite, you cannot do it. Parent class reference you can create for child type of object. However, You cannot create child type of reference for parent type of object. Okay, you'll understand that eventually in the polymorphism. There is no point. There is nothing code reduced. That's it. Code size is reduced, Aditya. Why it is not all Nikit? The purpose of creating the parent type reference for child type object is to go with polymorphism. Runtime polymorphism is the purpose. If not, we don't create parent type reference for child type of object. Correct? But if you go with child type of reference for parent type of object, there is no point. There is no use. There is no use case. Why you want to do that? Guys, so this is about the constructor execution, super method, this keyword, super keyword, and fundamentals of constructor. We may have to understand more on the downcasting, upcasting, the overridden method, specialized method, inherited method, polymorphism, abstraction. So next Mondays, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays class, I will conclude the entire inheritance and abstract keyword, abstract class, abstract methods, runtime polymorphism. Wednesday's class, it will get over. Runtime polymorphism, abstract keyword, inheritance topic will get over by next Wednesday. That means Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday's class are very, very, very crucial classes. So make sure all of you are there on time and be a part of that discussion. Okay. Menti also will be there in the next week. Weekly once Menti. Let's have next week only. So that's all, dear friends. Thank you so much for being with me in today's class. Now I will share these files. Allow me 3 minutes of time to share these files. After which you ask me any question, even if it is the silliest question on planet Earth, I don't mind. I will answer all of your questions. Fine now. Allow me just 1 minute of time, guys. And I will share this file. And then I will take up all of your questions. I will go and say here, what is that I should say here? Inheritance class 2. Inheritance class 2. No, someone next week only let me cover. Anything which start from the 0 will be considered as the octal number, even if you're storing in the integer. And wherever 1 is present, it is 2 power position of that particular variable. Example, 1 is present in the second position. It is 2 power 2. So that value will be considered. Okay. What happens here? I will tell you. 6, 7. In the Menti time, I will tell you. Okay. 8, 9. Okay. All right, guys, I'm open for the questions. Please let me know if you have any questions in the chat. Anyone has anything to discuss with me, please do let me know. No, Kamalesh. If the return type of the method is same, then it is possible. That is method chaining. Such type of code I'm going to use very often going forward, which I have done it. I mean, example, if I'll open here, right click, switch the workspace to, for an example, web apps. Okay. See here. Such codes, I am going to use it. You will understand why it is possible. I will tell you that time. Okay. Easy relationship, also known as single level inheritance. Yes, you can say that. But easy relationship is referring to inheritance only. but you can say yes. See, Kamalesh, it's a, don't worry about the code, okay? Don't worry about the code, okay? Uh, I'll go here, example, I'll go here for an instance. Because for you guys also, I'll do all these things. Okay, let me open the service layer. I'll go here. Uh, are you able to see me writing the code something like this? Web client dot post dot web dot body value dot, all of them are belong to the same common methods here. It is like this. Are you able to see? Such type of things I'm going to use. I'm going to explain also. This is called as method chaining. It's one of the easiest way to write the code. But usually, okay. Okay. You don't worry about these things. I will cover it. Like I'm going to use this method chaining concept. Why will I not cover? Next EMI, reach out to our team. They will help you, Vijay Raju. Backend, the number is there. No, they will help you. How can we call overridden method of a parent class by creating an object? How can I call the overridden method of a parent? The normal method you just have to call Osama Raza. There is nothing you have to do that Riaz. Okay, I will tell you on that also. In the next class, I will take example, right? Specialized method, overridden method. What are the rules to override the method? That time I will discuss. But nothing special there. Once a method is overridden, no way we can call the parent method in instance created object, right? Yeah. Only way to call is within the child class by using super 100% right. That is your understanding is correct, Kington. Suresh, if you don't give access modifiers as a public, we can't inherit constructor, right? Constructor cannot inherit even if you don't use public also. Constructor will never get inherited. In the last class, we have discussed that, Suresh. Last class, last part, please rewatch, okay? Whether it is a public or whatever, constructor can never inherit. In the last example, inside a class, child class, inside alpha method, there is a no this method is there. Then super method will be there. So parent class constructor should be called. Then why it didn't call parent class constructor? Last example is this only, no? Which is the last example? This is only last example, right? Sandesh, this is only. Where super method is not there? Could you please see the control flow? Uh, la Last referring to which last? This is only last, no? These are the four examples I have taken. You're talking about the parent and child class, parent and child class. Let me just go through the finishers. Wait, I'm opening the ID for you. Hmm. The Eclipse ID is opened. Yeah, tell me, Sandesh. You want me to allow you to talk? Do you want to talk to me, Sandesh? Okay. All right, Sandesh. Raise the hand, Sandesh. Yeah, please do talk to me. What is your question here?
Yes, like in alpha method, there is no super. Suppose in line number 15, there is no
Why
super.
super will be there here? It is not a constructor. No, it is a method. In the inside the method, there will be no super method or this method.
Okay, okay. So I got
It
confused.
will
Like
not even be called during the object creation. If you want this to call, you have to call
explicitly.
explicitly. So there is nothing called a super method or this method here.
Okay. Sorry. I got confused. I
No, no
thought it was.
problem. No problem. These things will happen. Common, that is.
Yeah.
Uh,
Thank you. Thank you so much.
And Hari Krishna, do you want to talk to me? This method called type checking is not happening. Error may occur. No, it will not occur. By chance, if it is a primitive and object type is there, automatically auto boxing will happen. Auto unboxing automatically will happen. But if it is something different, then there will be compile time error. Hari Koshar, do you want to talk to me about your doubt? अपकास्टिंग ओवररिडन एंड इनहेरिटेड मेथड्स कॉल के लिए उससे यूज होता है फॉर चाइल्ड क्लास. अपकास्टिंग ओवररिडन एंड इनहेरिटेड मेथड्स कॉल करने के लिए यूज होता है फॉर चाइल्ड क्लास. नो फॉर दी दिस थिंग उसामा. Polymorphism, the use of upcasting you'll understand in the upcoming class. Runtime polymorphism. Okay. Hari Krishor Reddy, you can talk to me. Okay.
Yeah. Hello. If I have the multiple parent classes, like a class parent 1, class parent 2, extends parent 1, like a
Multi-level.
multi-level inheritance.
Correct.
So if I want, yes, multi-level inheritance, I have copy pasted my, I have written some small
Okay.
example code.
Huh.
If I want to, if I want parent 1 class method, this method, we have the parent 1 class have the this dis display method, and parent 2 class of
From the
display
parent
method.
2, you can access super dot display and that will be executed. Now the question is, can I access the display method of first parent inside the parent 3 or inside the last parent by using the super keyword? The answer is no, you cannot do that.
Oh, directly I cannot. If I want to directly invoke
Directly use the class
this.
name and you can call it, no problem. If it is a static class name, if not, you can create the object and you can call it. However, using the super keyword, you can access only immediate parent data members. Methods
Okay.
are variable, not the grandparents.
So
But if there is anything, then you have to create the instance of that class and you can access it.
Okay, got it. That's what I have.
Because super means direct parent. But grandparent display method I want to call, for an example, right now using super, I'm calling this display. If I call only display, then it is same class display will be executed. If I call super display, then parent class. What if I have grandparent? Can I say super dot display? No, you cannot do that.
Okay. Got it, sir. Yeah.
No problem.
Yeah. Thank you.
Method overloading, 1-to-1 false polymorphism. So polymorphism is 1 to all. One person do all the task. Method overloading is also 1 to all only, Rupan. That is the reason that polymorphism 1 to all is false, we say. But what is the real time or true polymorphism? That you will understand Mondays, Tuesdays class. Very crucial class. Runtime polymorphism. And every Java developer must know runtime polymorphism. And why in the interview they'll ask questions on inheritance, polymorphism, abstraction. In the Spring classes, you'll understand. Once you complete certain Spring classes, and that time, if you have been given the opportunity to take the interviews, you yourself will ask questions on polymorphism, abstraction, and interfaces. Why you'll understand there in the Spring classes. That much important is, if someone says that I don't know inheritance, polymorphism, abstraction, and interfaces, can I attend the Spring classes? It is impossible. So only as a Spring Boot developer, if your company asks you to take the interviews, you will ask question on OOPS, how important it is. By default, you will understand. If someone without understanding of OOPS, they cannot understand the other parts. Can you please show memory a map of the object? The memory will be created and immediately the memory, after calling, the memory will be collected by garbage collector. It will create for an instance, execute, memory vanish. Because by the time it executes, garbage collector will realize, oh, referenceless object. Immediately it will deallocate the memory. So only it is not recommended. But we do it whenever we have just one method call, only one time execution is there, we just use it. Guys, content I'm trying to add so much in every classes. So make sure that you guys are practicing because I also have a time deadline, right? If I say you that I'm going to take 10 months course or 1 year course, none of you will be there. There is no meaning also, right? We have to complete it. So only I'm taking maximum examples so that 2 months core Java, if 1 week here and there, 1 or 2 weeks, it is manageable, but it should not be more than that. 2 months, if I say it should not be 3 months maximum. Maybe if I'm taking more examples, then it is okay, 1 or 2 weeks extra, but it should not be more than that. That's what I'm keeping in mind. How parent class members variables will be created in the heap area, even though we don't initiate the parent class. Good question, Sandesh, but you know that answer already. I will tell you in 1 minute, you'll understand. I have told beta extends alpha. If I say beta extends alpha, these variables also will get inherited in the beta. Right inside the beta, only xy is there, a and b is also there, Sandesh. How many variables are there inside the beta right now? 4. So memory for 4 variables will be allocated. But suppose to that variables, I am giving values inside the parent class constructor. No problem. Because of the super method, that constructor also will be executed and the values also will be assigned. Making sense? Okay. Sir, if we are saving super method, where it the body without body, how can we say it is a method? I believe it is an abstract method or interface. Just a method is declared and no body. What do you mean by interface? First of all, you don't even know interface. You are telling that it is an interface. Interface classes, all those things with these parameters we never call. Point number one, Chavan. Okay. Correct your basics. We don't call like this to interface or any of the this is a method call, constructor call or a method call, and I'm calling that with small letter. Small letter means if it is a class and interface always start from the capital letter. So there it is outdated that it is not a class, it is not an interface. And if I'm passing this, if I'm calling these parameters, then it is method left out. Okay, now Chavan. So maybe get your these things correct. Maybe going forward, you will understand it. Okay. If you want, you can see also what is there inside that. Because in Java, class always start from the capital letter. Interface starts from the capital letter. Super method keyword, you're calling small letter and capital letter, Chavan. Is it small letter or capital letter? Could you please tell me? If you're there in the class, small s. Small s means can it be class? So class, constructor, interfaces, it is outdated already. Three things are also out of the scope. So maybe let's complete this oops and then the things will be clarified to you. If parent class variable is a private, then how memory? It will not be allocated, Anil Tripathi. It will not be allocated because private members will never get inherited. Nested class, I have not even talked. There is a anonymous inner class, static inner class. I have not yet discussed. Let's discuss that time. Okay, T. Fine. Nested class means inner class. Inner class, there is anonymous inner class. There is an anonymous static class. I mean, static class. Okay. So these topics are there yet to be discussed. Any more questions, dear friends? I see no more questions. Any more things to be discussed? Will I be able to crack the interviews as Java developer by end of the course? I know Java base. What should I do? Learn parallel. Just try to learn GitHub and GitHub, SQL and DSA. Anyway, Spring Boot and microservices to be needed to crack backend Java, developer roles, which we will cover in our classes only. Jenkins, Docker, Spring, microservices, Hibernate, all of that is a part of your course. So DSA is also part of the course. Unit testing, JUnit 5, Mockito, whatever is there in the course, just learn it. Nothing more than that. What will I print if we print private variables in the default constructor? The private variables value will be printed, Anil. Private variables within the same class we can access, right, Anil? Can you access private variables within the same class? So you can print it, right? There is no problem. Whatever data is there inside that variable, that will be raise the hand. Please do talk.
Hello, sir. Hi.
Yeah.
Sir, yeah. So actually, coming to the method, so the like syntax is like access modifier, return type, or like void, or followed by method name, and then empty parameter.
Wait. So many things you have told. History, geography, everything.
Sorry.
Okay, just to answer me one thing.
Yes. Yeah.
At the time of calling this display method, what am I passing? Where is that access specifiers, return type?
No, there is no.
Where? Access specifiers, return type, name. Nope. What I'm calling? This is a way to call method.
It's a display method. Yes, you are calling a display method.
It's a way to call the method. So it is a call to a method or a object constructor, or it is a call to a interface, or what it is. Can you say this is an interface call or class call, constructor call, or a method call?
No, nothing. Like.
So something similar we're doing with respect to super also. Yes, no, maybe. Or maybe still doubt. Example, something similar we're doing here also, right? Examples here. Yes.
Yes, sir. Yeah, this is a super method. Yeah.
I mean, if I don't specify anything, it is a keyword. It's not a method.
A keyword.
So what do you say about it? If it is a constructor, if it is a class, then I would have started from the capital letter. If it is a call to a constructor, is that happening here?
No.
Then so what concept is left out in Java? How can I say it for this? Clarity or anything? Or if you have any questions, you can ask. It's a good discussion actually. Very good discussion.
Yeah, so sir, actually we are saying from that time we are saying super method, right? Usually the method will be, what is the syntax of the method? Like access modifier, return type, and followed by.
You want to know what code Java team has coded for super or anything as such. Like this is most of the things are predefined here, right?
Right. Yeah.
You want to know what is the code Java?
Yeah, super method is predefined.
For which I say super method call, but for which you have to go through one document. Let me search this document. Allow me a minute. Oracle document is there. Okay. Behind the scene, inside the object class, there is no method with the say void, super, and all of that. There is no method, but it is a method call. If you use only super, then it will refer to the data members or methods of a parent class. If you attach a call alongside this, it will call the constructor of that super. How we have this method has the address of currently running object. This keyword has the address of currently running object. Do you agree on this?
Yes, yes, yeah. I
Okay,
agree.
this keyword has the address of currently object. If I just to say this, it will call currently running objects constructor.
Constructor, yes.
Similar to this, super keyword has address of parent class constructor. Super keyword has address of parent class constructor. If I say super.display, it is calling the parent method of the parent class. Similar to that, if I just to say here super, I'm calling the parent class. Super has the address of parent class.
Right,
If I just to say this, then it is calling the constructor of a parent class.
Correct. Yes, yeah.
Are you understanding?
Yes, yes, yeah.
So this defines whether it is calling constructor or the other members. If you add this constructor, if not, dot other members.
Other members, got it. Okay.
Fine, huh?
Yes.
Actually, super is a keyword.
Mm-hmm.
But whenever you are just using super keyword without parameters, we call it as super keyword. But whenever we call anything, then we say super method call. That's it.
Okay, super method call. Okay.
We say that, but it's actually a keyword.
Keyword. Okay.
But if you add like this, it is a super method call, this method call. And if you're just using like this, it is a super keyword dot display. Super holds the address of parent class. This holds the address of current class.
Current class. Yeah.
These two things, if you know, sufficient.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Same thing, I'm not able to find out. You can just check Oracle document. You will find it. I'm not getting that. Okay. But whatever I've told, the same understanding, you can cross check.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
Anything else, dear friends? Dear friends, anything else to be discussed? Please let me know. No more. All right. Thank you so much, guys, for being with me in today's class. We'll meet again Monday and continue the journey of inheritance. Monday's class will understand overridden methods, specialized methods, inherited methods, rules to override methods in Java, runtime polymorphism, upcasting and use of upcasting, polymorphism, runtime polymorphism, and abstract keyword. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, that is a target. Fine. And we will not this weekend. Let's OOPS gets over. And then we will have a quiz on OOPS concept followed by interface concept will be started. After interfaces concept, I will teach you what is tight coupling, what is loose coupling, what is dependency injection, constructor injection, setter injection, field injection. That also would be covered in the next week's Friday's class. Okay. Thank you so much, guys, for being with me in today's class. Thank you all.